In September of 2024, I moved to Slovenia. This has been my experience. I've mentioned a few times now, but in the fall of 2017, I visited Europe for the very first time. During that trip, I decided that one day I would live in Europe. Where? I didn't know. But luckily in the fall of 2023, I was able to visit Belgrade, Vienna, Budapest, Ljubljana, and Zagreb. During that visit is when I first fell in love with Slovenia. Fast forward to September of 2024, and my dream began. On September the 25th, 2024, I moved to Slovenia. The biggest challenges on my mind was making friends, tackling the language, and learning a new way of life. I also had no idea what to expect from a cultural aspect and just living in a new environment. The reality is I had only seen a handful of videos on Ljubljana before moving here, and I'd actually only visited for 4 days in October of 2023 before making the decision to move to Slovenia. So basically I had no idea what I was getting myself into. The first few weeks were quite interesting. I began my courses shortly after my arrival. I found that students weren't as social as I was expecting. I guess it just stems from my experience in the US. Hey, just want to pop in real quick. Please hit the like button below, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and tune in every Sunday for a new video. Thanks, see ya. In the US, it's pretty social, and I guess I was just expecting kind of the same thing. But as I thought about it, I kind of understood that everyone already had friend groups from undergraduate. In the beginning, I mainly spent time with Erasmus students, students studying abroad from other European countries. I quickly made 2 German friends, and who I'm still friends with them today. I didn't actually make a friend from Slovenia until 3 weeks after my arrival. After 3 weeks, I found a group of buddies that I would go to a coffee with before class or even go to lunch with after class. At this time, I began trying to visit as many groups and do as many events as I possibly could. I actually started going to a few business group events at the Ekonomska fakulteta, one of which was in Kranjska Gora, and I'll talk about that a bit later. During this time, I really spent a lot of time visiting the church. I found my favorite park in Ljubljana, Tivoli Park, and I spent a lot of time catching up with friends from home and just, maintaining my relationships with my family. So the first few weeks were a bit challenging, but really at the 3rd week, that's when everything started to change for me. After my 3rd week in Ljubljana, that's when my time here really began to blossom. I had established a group of friends within my courses, and I began traveling a lot. As you've seen in my past videos, I visited Selnica, Kranjska Gora, Maribor, Murska Sobota, and a few other places as well. And I'll show you some clips of those and talk about a couple of those a bit later. At this time too, I began to feel a lot more comfortable in the city. I learned the bus system. I found a few cafes and restaurants that I truly enjoyed. And as I mentioned, I found my favorite park here in Slovenia, Tivoli Park, which I would go to all the time to go on a nice walk and even up to the hill within Tivoli Park. I found a lot of enjoyment in just appreciating the small things, the nice sunny days, the quiet days by the river, just the ambiance of the city and the beautiful buildings. Throughout my time here too, in the beginning especially, I felt so much love from my YouTube community. You guys were absolutely amazing and supportive. I had my first viral video when I hit 60,000 views on my first month update. Which is crazy. A Slovenian newspaper even wrote an article about me, which I just can't even understand. That's really mind-blowing. But since I've been in Slovenia, everyone has been so kind and supportive and truly just genuinely kind. And I really appreciate it. You still rolling? Okay, just to talk a bit more about my travel experience. I went to Kranjska Gora and also went to Zelinci, which is on the way back from Kranjska Gora to Ljubljana. Kranjska Gora was amazing. I went to Jezero Jasna, which is this beautiful clear lake. I saw the Capricorn, which is this big sheep goat thing. It was very awesome. It was also very snowy, which is so nice to see because we haven't had much snow since I've been here, maybe only once or twice. but I really love Kranjska. Also went to Seonica. You saw this video. I went to the hometown of Melania Trump. I really wanted to see where the First Lady is from, and I thought it was a cool way to, I guess, integrate my American heritage with my current home in Slovenia. So I love Seonica. The Melania cake was absolutely amazing. And then the last thing that I really enjoyed was my trip to Murska Sobota and Maribor. I stayed with a friend in Murska Sobota. I want to give a shout out to Marla Griggs for buying me a coffee via my link below. Buy me a coffee. Cheers, Marla. And I had some amazing food that his mom prepared. And then we drove across the border to Austria for just a moment, and then we came back. But visiting Maribor was awesome. It was during Christmas, so I got to see a little bit of the Christmas market. I was only there during the day, so I didn't get to see it at night and to enjoy the nightlife. But as far as I know, Maribor is very nice at night. I really loved going to this city. I'm going to be going back in the spring probably, maybe in the summertime. I hear that it's really nice to go to this city. At this time, it's super lively. At this time, it was Christmas. It was a Saturday at like 3 p.m. So everyone was inside at the mall shopping. The mall was amazing, super big. It's like a Pizza in Ljubljana. It's pretty comparable, but it's on the river in Maribor, right across from the main city, the old town. So those are the trips that I really enjoyed so far. I came to Slovenia with no expectations at all. My friends and family always asked me if I was nervous about the move. The answer was no, because I really didn't know what to expect. So my goal with this move was really just to go. I knew that if I waited around and I said, oh, in 2 years is going to be the perfect time, I knew that the perfect time would never come. And so my goal was just to move. I guess I'm trying to say the leap of faith I took jumping into an unknown city with a bunch of lows and yos has really made all the difference as I took the road less traveled. Living here, I have begun to see different ways of living, a new type of people, and a different way of life. My time in Slovenia has been nothing but magical so far. I can only thank the people who supported my move and who stood before me. My life has been pretty exciting thus far, but if it seems I have seen further than others, it is by standing on the shoulder of giants. Got it? I think that's it. I think that's it. If you made it this far, you might as well hit the like button below, subscribe, and leave a comment about your related experience. Also find me on Instagram. I'm gonna start sharing more of the behind the scenes of my week and just a little bit more about my life so you can keep up with me there. Fast forward to September. Wait, should I? Wait, chill. Also find me on Instagram. I will begin sharing a lot more of the behind the scenes, my life there. That doesn't make any sense. What did I write? Cool. Also find me on, there's a person, person coming. Hold on, there's a group coming. I guess we're gonna walk slow. I'm gonna talk about, that's pretty cool. Whatever that thing is, Rosa. You getting this? Is this live right now? Are we live? Are we live? There's a helicopter.